All right, folks, Mr. Schwarman here talking about the second half of the spreadsheet software assignment. We're looking at level 3. This is where we get to the fun stuff, right? This is where we get to see what spreadsheet software is really for. So first we're going to look at two types of formulas. Formula is a really, really cool thing that lets you do math right in the spreadsheet. So a thing as the teacher of this spreadsheet might want to do that I made in part one, I might want to know the total number of points that every student got. And I could pull out my calculator and type it all in, but even for just 5 students here, that would take a while. You can imagine if I had 100 students, that would take me all day. So instead what I can do is a formula. The way I do that is I'm going to click into the cell that I want to put the formula in, that I want to display it. So I want to display total points. I've made that column. I want to display it here. So here I want to show Frank's total points. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to type the equals key, and equals tells the spreadsheet software, hey, I'm about to do a formula. Now, we'll see right here that Google Sheets, they have some what they call smart formulas where they try and guess what you want. And if we look, they're guessing, okay, sum B3 to D3, and they highlight it for you. So they're guessing that what I want to do is use the sum formula, and what it does is add everything up in B3 to D3. And sure enough, that is what I want, but I'm going to show you how you would do it if it didn't pop up, or if the wrong thing popped up. So I'm going to write sum, and then as I type that, all these things kind of pop up. You can hover over them and it'll tell you what they do. Sum, what does it do? It sums a series of numbers and or cells. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to sum them. I want to add them. So I'll click that. And again, they guess I want B3, see B3 to D3. But what if they were guessing wrong? Because that'll happen a lot too. There's a few ways I can do this. One is I can click and drag. And I click and drags B3 to D3. Boom, that's one way I can do it. And I'm going to backspace out. I'm going to show you another way I could do it. Instead, I could look at it and say, oh, I want everything from B3 to D3. So I could say B3 to D3. And again, it's all doing the same thing. I'm just showing you the different ways you can type it. You can do it, what might be convenient in different situations. I'll close those parentheses, hit enter. 193, and sure enough, if I were to pull up a calculator and do 98 plus 95, it would be 193. It did it right. Again, Google will try to be smart for you, which is nice. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. Autofill. Suggested autofill. So they are guessing, hey, Mr. Shorman, that sum you just did there, I bet you want to do it in everything below it. But I'm going to say, okay, this time I do. So I can control enter or hit the check mark. So yeah, take that. And it did that. But what I want to point out is this. And so when I click on the cell and I highlight it, it's nice. If I click into the formula bar up here, those little orange dotted line will show me exactly what I'm looking at. I'm summing those up. Then I'll escape out of this to make sure I'm not actually in that formula bar anymore. I'll click in here, and I'll click in, and we can see, oh, now it's looking at B4 to D4. And so as it goes down, it targets what you want it to do, which is good. Another formula that's really, really nifty is average, is mean. So I start a formula the same way. I'm going to type equals. And now again, they're smart. In this case, they are guessing that I want to use average, probably because they saw the word average up here, which is probably right. But I'm going to type it out. Average, B3 to D3. Okay, I'm with you. Actually, that is what I want. But look here. They were right about that smart, but they were wrong about the smart. They didn't think that I wanted to autofill it. Check this out. If I click on here, this bottom right corner becomes a blue dot, and when I hover my mouse over it, my mouse becomes a black cross. You see, I lose the pointer cursor, it becomes a black cross. If I click on that and drag it, it'll drag that formula down, and it'll average everything, just like the sum did. Another thing that's really, really nifty, I'm going to Control Z. That's undo. That's the same thing as the undo button. Control Z is your friend. Never forget. Control Z. Undo. Another thing that's really, really nifty is, okay, this is only 5 cells. It's pretty fast to click and drag. But sometimes you'll have a really, really wrong spreadsheet that goes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cells. And you want to apply that formula to everything, and you don't want to drag it. What you can do is, watch this. If I double click, boom, it'll just go as far down as it can go, which is really, really neat. So that's 2 ways we can autofill formulas. Pretty nice. Ooh, this video is pretty long. Okay, I'm going to end it here. We'll make a part 3 for the charts.